Hello and welcome back, everyone. It's Brachiosaurus here again with another episode in my Let's Play series for Denmark in Europa Universalis 5. We're about 32 years into the game right now. We've made some nice progress in Estonia, establishing and growing our vassal here, and then growing our lands in northern Germany, just south of the Danish peninsula and isles. Looking around at the world, Bohemia is doing the thing that they usually do, getting a lot of vassals all over the place. Let's go to the Diplo view. You can see all of their green vassals in the HRE. Poland has expanded a little bit into the Teutonic Order, and they have a few cores left, so we can expect those to get grabbed up. Who are they? They're allied with Bulgaria down south and Sweden. That's not good for me. I might want to fight Sweden. So we'll see if we can do something about that. England is in complete disarray, having a huge noble revolt, taking them out. It looks like the English army is pretty exhausted here, and the nobles still have 5.6 thousand fighting. Not looking good for the Plantagenets. Naples is doing reasonably well, expanding north into Italy. Florence has been wiped off the map by Bologna, their rival, I suppose, taking them out. And over in Anatolia, the Ottomans have done a good job consolidating things and keeping it together. And the Eastern Roman Empire has been holding on, but it looks like they're now at war with the Ottomans. The Ottomans making their move against them with a much larger army and a much, much, much larger navy. I don't think this is going to go well for the followers of Rome. The rest of the world is not unexpected. Muscovy is doing okay in their region. Are they still in the Tatar yoke? It looks like it. Yes, the Grand Prince of Vladimir and Muscovy is still the chief fee collector, or whatever it is that he's called over there. I don't know too much about the Russian area. Anyways, we're going to continue here. We'll start off at 4. I am trying to get my ships fixed up. They got beaten up pretty badly, but we are totally out of sailors. I think what I'd like to do is... Who are this? Oh, these are my other ships. We'll join all of the ships up and try and get them repaired. Coming of age. The Crown Prince has come of age. He's 16 and he is our heir. We're throwing him a party. Can we find him an excellent wife? We could find him an English wife, which is not too useful. Maybe an Austrian, the von Habsburgs. That could never go wrong. The other thing that I wanted to look at is, does Sweden have any children? They do. A crown princess. So if we could get a war with Sweden in about 5 or 6 years, we could maybe try and force them into a marriage union with us. I'm not sure if that's a great idea. Austria does have a reasonable size army. They would not take an alliance. They would probably not help us either in a war. Poland. Austria and Poland are very similar. Around 9,000 for Austria and around 10,000 for Poland. So that wouldn't be the worst idea ever. I think Poland should have more. They might just be suffering from their wars being a little beaten up and exhausted. We will keep an eye on that and think about that as an option. There is an option to, break an alliance? I've seen it somewhere. Isolate from allies for 20 favors. So that's why I'm going to curry favors with them. I'm at 15. No, I'm at 0. Sorry, that's 15 trust. But we'll make a diplomatic push on Poland and see if we can get friendly with them. And maybe we can just eliminate their alliance with Sweden. Let's try getting more trust. I think we need more trust to get more favors. I don't fully understand that. I did make a discovery while I was offline. Last episode I was having trouble splitting my fleet. It is the create new unit button. And then we can... oh, it goes away on the month end, I guess. But we can move our ships around like that. And we'll just click out of it, I guess. Yes, now we have the damaged ones and the okay ones. We'll send the good ones back out to sea. Get us our maritime presence, with the king leading the fleet. I would like to build some more markets, an event. Legitimacy we don't need. Money's always nice. Let's get some money. Let's build up our markets. I need to have a look at techs too. I think I only have, yes, I only have a few queued up. So let's get over here and update our techs. I really want those updated galleys. That'll help with projecting my sea power. I think I need to go down this tree to get some of the literacy and the trading stuff. So let's queue up that. And that, and trade partnerships, and stability. Extra free stuff is always good. What happens down here? I can get a CB, I can get some prestige. Let's get some prestige. And then let's get this one for reduced cost of founding towns, because I do want to found a lot more towns. Oh dear! King Valdemar has died, and our son, who just came of age, is now ruling. Maybe we should get him a wife sooner than I expected to secure the succession. Sad news, King Valdemar has died at the age of 50. He was King of Denmark. His late majesty died while in the navy in the Storbelt. He is mourned by an army of informants. I guess he died at sea. How sad. How sad. Who is my heir? Crown Princess Adelaide. A ruler's older sister. I think I farmed her out to Brabant. Yes, I did. I farmed her out for an alliance with the Dutch. Well, maybe we will take that Habsburg marriage if it's still on the available. Yes, let's arrange a royal marriage by power. We've got the Duchy of Holland, who are not in a very healthy way. And we've got the Duchy of Austria. Nothing's ever gone wrong when you marry the von Habsburgs, right? They never come and inherit your throne. So we'll take that marriage and invite Queen Katharina to Denmark. Institutions. We can embrace the professional armies. I'm not in a rush to do so. My levies have been doing fine in Northern Europe here. I don't think anybody else has a very professional army. I don't think anybody else has the money to afford one either. Let's get a few more RGLs built up. Good money to be made from this amber. We can get another parliament. Let's see what we can get. Census is always good. Expand the forests, expand the clay pits, and the fish is not good. Get a new character. Get some army XP. Get ties to a subject. Get castle works. Or get members of the clergy. I think we'll just do a census for the population growth that we get while it's running. We get centralization. And we can get decentralization, which we don't want. We can lessen levy obligations, which with the church, that would be fine. Or we can go conciliatory. Let's lessen the church's levy requirements. They don't contribute all that much to our armies anyways, I don't think. They sure don't now that I've sent them home. What buildings do I need? Marketplaces are always good. A distiller's guild. People want more booze. It's become clear that the consort, Queen Katharina, is a woman with a heart of gold. Her Royal Highness always does her best to please her husband, King Ingvar, and treats her friends with unparalleled kindness. During a recent trip to Grindstead, Consort Katharina saw the suffering of its poorest commoners with her own eyes. Ever since, she has been drafting a plan to aid her most destitute subjects. In order to make these ideas into a reality, however, the Queen needs some funds from the nation's treasury. Well, we're busy spending our money, so maybe we can get you in there. 50 ducats to raise the satisfaction by 20, or we lose 5 legitimacy. Let's have a look at our balance sheet. I think if we raise their satisfaction, can we tax them more? Is that how it works? No, not really. We lose 5 support. I was just over the limit. That's not great. Luckily, we don't really care. A balanced court policy and royal court customs. We've got the aristocratic court. Medieval sailing's done. We've improved relations with the Hansa. I just want to check out that law. Oh, this is the one with itinerant court and court of culture and whatnot. Yeah, itinerant court ends up being the best because of the proximity cost, but we don't really need to rush it. What are our values looking like? We're still quite decentralized, but that is going down steadily. That's good. Getting a little boost towards centralization from the parliament right now. Life in Copenhagen. This is the parliament event. We are under the requirement. We lose 30 ducats, or we lose the vote altogether. What are the options? I don't want autonomy. I don't want conciliatory. You know what? I think I'm just going to eat the 7 and take the L on this and be happy that my population has grown during the parliament. What are we low on if we sort by deficits? Improved relations with Volgast. We're low on fruits. Can we grow some fruits? I think this one in Vordenborg is where I'm kind of growing a breadbasket province. Yeah, they have plenty of people. So we can build a couple fruit stands, fruit orchards there. Corruption among the clergy. Lose satisfaction, gain stab, or take the clergy's money. The clergy are often spending money on bad things like local shrines that give them some power and do nothing else any good. So I think I want their money. Let's take the profits. The issue fails. Sad but acceptable. How is our push? We don't seem to be gaining anything. I want more favors. Did that cancel? Let's go to speed 5. England is not falling. They are holding on. Do they have a castle somewhere? Estonia have asked to improve cultural relations. We'll accept that. Our admiral has died. I don't care about that. Can I improve cultural relations with my fiefdoms here? Which one of them has it? 1403, so not for a little while. We can only do it once every 50 years. A daughter has been born, our ruler's only daughter. The Princess Helvig, heir to the throne. Who is at war? Sicily and Venice. The Ottomans, not making much progress, but doing a little bit. 64 ducats. Do I have all of my libraries? I'd like to have libraries. Do I have any libraries? I don't have any libraries. I haven't done any book industry, so I need to build my scriptoriums. That would help with the institutions, wouldn't it? If I had those libraries, the library giving cultural influence, pop promotion speed, literacy, max literacy, and institution growth, all things that I really, really, really want. Especially in the capital. Why are there not enough books available? 0 books. Can I hoard some books? Books. An honest broker. Our neighbors gain opinion of us. That's great. What if we import books? We can import them from Krakow or from Paris. Paris is going to give us more institutions, I feel. I'll take a few from Krakow because they're on a good price. Give all that market capacity back. Improved relations with the Pope. There is a measles outbreak. Where is it? In the capital. Veneration of the Virgin Mary. The Blessed Virgin Mary, Mother of the Lord Jesus, is the Queen of Heaven and mediator of many graces. As the most perfect woman, her holy motherhood grants her a seat at the right hand of God. Or does it? Recently, radical theologians have been arguing that there is no need for such intercessions. Are they right, or is the Holy Mother Church in danger from their borderline heretical utterings? We can get religious influence, or we can lose opinion with the Pope. I don't think there's much I can do with the religious influence. And I don't really plan on staying Catholic, you know, late game. I guess I could make a saint if I had some more. Yeah, let's see if we can get a sainthood for someone in our family. That'd be nice. Do we have any bad estate privileges? I don't think so. This one isn't great. Hunting privileges isn't great. That's not terrible though. Common militias is good. Free mobility is good. There, we got the galleys. I have no sailors for them. But yeah, you can see that my galleys have repaired up to full strength, and we're finally getting some boys back back in the docks. A new market in Tarnovo, Bulgaria. The Ottomans have stolen the market from Constantine and have taken a chunk of land on the Greek side. That's going to be basically it for the Eastern Roman Empire. What else? We can get another Distiller's Guild. I think I want books more than I want booze. Let's get 2 of those going. Now we're all out of books. We'll go for the scriptoriums again. Good government policies, legitimacy, stability, or money. I like the money. What can I say? Let's order by most profitable and develop more scriptoriums in the capital. The English nobles have finished taking land in the south, but England striking back in the north. A storm in our country. We still need more fruit and books for our people. Let's get them another distillery. Distilleries being very profitable. An erosion of faith due to the schism. We will look at alternatives. Definitely curious about alternatives up here in Denmark. A son is born, Valdemar, named after our dear father. Take that. Castile praises our conviction as a strong supporter of Paris in the ongoing schism for leadership in the Catholic Church. Castile praises our people. They laud the resilience of Denmark and the strong faith we display in such unstable times, with lots of cheering sound effects going on and on and on and on. While their sweet words are an obvious ploy to secure support, it could still prove beneficial for us. No matter if we openly display our support for Paris or use this praise for our own agenda within the church. What's going on with the schism? I haven't been paying much attention. Paris is slightly ahead, and I don't really know why that matters. Let's, I don't know, I can gain legitimacy. That's nice. I can gain opinions with everybody. Or I can lose opinions with France. I think I'll just, I'll take the praise. I can declare for one side or the other. Or I can demand support. The faithful shall be rewarded. But sometimes they need to ask for their reward. Yeah, we will ask you for some money. The Pope is pretty rich. Can you give us some money, Pope? The Papal States has rewarded our loyalty in a manner that befits an important and prestigious kingdom such as ourselves. With our support, everyone will surely accept the Papal States. 27 ducats. It's not much, but it's not nothing. And we can't do that for another 6 years. Every location will get a show faith. Yeah, I don't know if we need this. Moves us towards spiritualist. I don't think we want that either. What's our cabinet doing? Increasing control. Is that maxed out? That is maxed out. Let's move him along to the next richest area. The Amber Mines. Amber Mines in Skane, and changing values towards centralization. That's a fine option. Money. We can take money or prestige. Let's take the money. See, once again, if we can build some libraries. Get our people more educated. More books for them to read. I should build, maybe I should build a navy. I always forget to build ships. So let's build one of these fancy galleys. Our princess is ambitious. She gets some extra points. Not all that many, but some. We got the blockade tech, so we'll move on. I've got quite a few techs queued up, going for the literacy ones now. 11 techs. That'll last us a little while. Ooh, what happened over here? The county of Breslauja. They're in a rebellion against Lithuania. I don't think that's going to go too well for them. I don't think so. Yeah, I think I should build up some ships. We can have up to 28. Oh no, I'm limited by my sailors. So whenever I get 40 or 60 sailors, I need to remember to build a ship. Let's get maybe I should get a market warehouse. Maximum stockpiles go up. I feel like that would be useful, but it does cost a bundle. Oh, masonry is expensive. I think Flensborg down here is where they have clay. It is. So we will build one mason there. And we will upgrade, hang on, I want to see this. The production efficiency, because I think for having clay, yeah, we do get a bonus output of 10%. So that's fantastic. We'll upgrade our masons a little bit more once we get some money. Shortage of books. How are our institutions? We're halfway to banking in the capital and nowhere else. Underage heir. We're missing paper. Do I need to make a paper maker? I do. General retires. Oh well. It happens. My vassal, Mecklenburg, can get the most out of this paper. Sad news. She was our ruler's mother and courtier. Everybody's dying. Do I have hospitals? You know what? I don't need the hospital just now. I need the paper maker to help get the book production line working. Carpenter's Guild is reasonably profitable too. What do we have for RGOs? We can always get more from the Amber. We can't really, we're waiting on people to promote. We can almost get more from the Amber. It's not worth that much over there because our control is so low, right? Yeah, multiplied by control. Speaking of control, how's our max control looking over here? Average control, it's higher than we expect it to be. So let's move him along to another place. We'll move him to, I guess it's really only those two spots. We'll try the third one. We can, okay, we've got another parliament. Let's check on Poland. only have 12 favors. How can we get some more favors? I don't want to be their vassal. I don't want to force them to have a ruler. Or you can use favors to get military access instead of just buying it. That's helpful to know. Maybe I should get some favors from Brandenburg. I could have used access from them in the last war that I was in. Kingdom of Poland. How can I get more? Limit 25. Current 12. We cannot curry anymore. Why not? Why not? That's not very explaining. Their trust. What if I get more trust? Can I get more favors with more trust? I really want to break that alliance. Oh, did they break the alliance? What happened with them? No, they still have an alliance with Sweden. The alliance just bounced around. They have an alliance with Sweden and Thuringia. If I were to declare war on them, we are slightly stronger than them. Poland not pulling their weight. Oh, there's a huge Norwegian noble problem. I'm not sure that I trust this, but our forces are 16,000. Their forces... Sweden has almost nothing at 1,400, but Poland would throw in 12,750 that are not raised. What's happening with the tax? Did I get my upgraded levy tax? There are over here. I did. I have first strike. I have upgraded levies. I think I can take them. And I think I can take some land off Sweden. So let's go for a CB on them. Actually, can I ally Austria? We got that marriage with them. No. Maybe almost. Minus 13.5. Let's raise relations. The reasons to accept are minus 9. Austria would need to pay. Denmark's strength. I'm stronger than Austria. You don't see that every day. So yeah. Let's see if we can use our parliament to get a CB on Sweden so that we can go to war with them. Nothing amazing here. Who's the officer? Not great. Clay and fish. Castle maintenance. Sponsor a cathedral. Sponsor the noble arts. Get a cleric in cabinet. No, not even get a cleric. Just get some... Upgrade one of my clerics and move towards spiritualists. That's terrible. Increased naval infrastructure. That's definitely the best one. We get a lot of development for finishing that. But I don't know if we'll be able to finish it if I get a CB. Autonomy support is bad. New monastery is cheap enough to buy them off, but it's not a whole lot. Grant a privilege. Grant trade monopolies. That is not a very good privilege. I might not get anything from this. We'll unpause. We'll do one monastery. They want a second monastery? Those bastards. Sure. Take your monasteries. And that's it. So I can either pick a CB or pick the development. I think now is the time to strike at Sweden. Well, so let's get a CB on Vasta Gotland. Let's put our ships to sea. Combine them. Sometimes the G key works, and sometimes it does not. Okay. Should be a relatively winnable action, right? Right? Brabant will not join because they're in another war. Come on, guys. Let's see if we can get Austria on board. Rebel movements. The nobles are upset. Yeah, I'm upset that that I can't get my naval passed, but we'll see if we can take a chunk off Sweden. Austria. Ally me, my friends. It's positive. Positive but red. Merchants harassed in Novgorod. I don't really care about Novgorod. Maybe I should take land off Novgorod. They're weak. Oh, we need at least one more positive. And we're at 0.94. Is that it? Now it's 0.105 and it goes green. Alright, I see. Give me the alliance, Austria. We got the Austrian alliance. Town demands a seat. We gain 25 support. That's a ton. How's it doing? It's really, really bad. Even with 25 support, I wouldn't get it with 25 plus the centralization. I would be gambling on what more is there. And the urban parliament seat is not good. What does parliament seat does? If a location gets more power or not. It does consume some fine cloth and some books. I think that's bad. But is it worth it to try and push the development? And the naval, plus 59. Let's do it. Let's grant them. Pause. Let's cross our fingers and hope that we get something good. Oh, it wasn't enough! It wasn't enough! I'm not pleased. One of our advisors can be executed. He's doing, he has okay stats. I don't want to get rid of him like that. You know, he's kind of old. Who else do I have who I could put in his place? Is he? The lower one, 52. Nobody really. I have a general. But I want him on my armies. To diffuse the situation. Positive event, please. Positive event, please. The burgers are... Oh, it worked! We got a positive event. Guys, it worked. We got a tech too. We're gonna get the naval. Oh, yes. Just barely got it. Excellent. It's a good sign. It was meant to be. Much like this war against a distracted Sweden. Oh, Austria won't join us anyways. You weenies. Border distance 94, yeah. We are... Oh, Poland is abandoning them. Perfect. Perfect. Let's take them. To war. It's a familiar place. War with Sweden. Oh, I need to press the button to raise my levies, don't I? Let's raise all the army levies. We'll leave the navy ones for now. We'll collect food. Simony. We have a vacancy in a high position in the church administration. There's a churchman from a rich family by the name of Lars Hackinson who made an enticing offer. If we approve and back his election to the position, we will gain a large contribution to our coffers. Some more devout people claim that this practice is a sin called simony, but what do they know? We can get a character and 50 ducats, and he is a darn good character, look at that. Or we can get some legitimacy and get rid of this guy. I want this guy, he'd make a good cabinet member. Our armies are raising kind of all over. Armies advance. Let's get attachments on the small force. And we'll have our big force kind of in reserve. Who's this? Yeah, that's our good leader. So we got that one. Swing over that way. Let's send our ships out to see if we can find anybody. The Crown Prince is intelligent. Gets an admin boost. I don't think these boosts really turn out to be much. I find every character ends up with like 40s and 50s for their stat line. How's the Queen looking? She has a 63. Wow, big brain. Let's get them over there. I don't really see any Swedes coming down the way. Maybe I should slow down a little bit. Are there any Swedes up here? No. So, I think the strategy here is like a full press on Stockholm. We'll just march up there while the Swedish army is over in Norway, dealing with that situation. And we'll try and get a siege going early on the capital. No one wants to work. We lose some money. The Vorndeskab. The devastating impact of the Black Death has left vast swaths of Denmark's farmland abandoned as countless peasants have succumbed to the plague or fled to the relative safety and opportunities of the cities. This has caused a severe labor shortage, threatening the agricultural foundation of our economy. Agriculture definitely is the foundation of our economy with all of this wheat that we've got. In response, the nobility are pressuring the crown to enforce Vornedskab, a difficult-to-pronounce system of serfdom that would bind the commoners to the land, ensuring a stable workforce and preventing further depopulation of the countryside. The Vornedskab was a serfdom-like institution introduced by Denmark during the late 14th century that aimed to ensure a stable workforce for landowners after the population diminished after the plague. Under Vornedskab, peasants were bound to their birthplace and prevented from seeking better conditions or moving to cities. That doesn't sound good. Practice was abolished in 1702. Enforce it. We get some satisfaction. We must uphold the commoners' freedoms. Yeah, I want my peasants to be able to move. I want them to move to the cities. I might want them to move across the ocean to the New World in the future. We're not buying that one, nobles. That has made you quite mad, hasn't it? And the Swedish army appears. Let's get our army over there. Now we can march our smaller army over to Stockholm to start the siege, I think. And we can have our big stack chase them down. They are running away from our big stack. We are green. I am going to balance the flanks. And we will engage. We are the attacker. We get -1. We've got overwhelming forces, putting the hurt on them. An easy victory against the Swedish Royal Army. They're no match for us. With that, I'm going to wrap this episode. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you on the next one where we push this war even further. Cheers.